Welcome to Outrage Science Bites, and congratulations, we've made it to day 29 of NaPodPoMo. It's been a month full of deep dives, tough conversations, and reflections on the role of outrage in our media, politics, and lives. Today we'll be looking back at what we've learned over these 30 days and sharing some behind-the-scenes insights into how this series came to life. We started this series by understanding how outrage is amplified, both by traditional media and social media algorithms. It became clear early on that outrage isn't just a byproduct of our fast-paced media landscape, it's a feature that drives clicks, engagement, and unfortunately, division. In episodes like Outrage Porn and Echo Chambers, we highlighted how our biology and technology keep us hooked on the cycle of outrage. But in Digital Detox, we explored how stepping back can help us reclaim control of our attention and mental health. In week 2, we examined the psychology behind polarization, our human tendencies toward tribalism, cognitive blind spots, and the lure of extremism. These discussions were heavy, but they also revealed pathways to healthier conflict and bridge building. The key takeaway? Understanding our biases and engaging others with empathy is not just possible, it's necessary. Week 3 turned our attention to technology, exploring how the internet's evolution with algorithmic design and artificial intelligence are shaping outrage culture. The challenge ahead is how can we steer these powerful tools toward reducing polarization rather than fueling it. In week 4, we reflected on the toll outrage takes on our mental health, trust in institutions, and ability to engage in meaningful discourse. Despite the challenges, this month has underscored one powerful truth. Change starts with awareness and small, deliberate actions. Now, if you're curious how a 30-day series like this comes together, here's a quick peek behind the curtain. If production talk isn't your thing, feel free to skip ahead. Planning for NaPodPoMo began months in advance. I started with a simple idea. What if the whole month told one big story? Each episode would be a piece of a larger arc, organized into 4 weekly themes. As the plan evolved, I considered re-recording the first few episodes to better fit the story structure. But I realized that part of NaPodPoMo is about living, learning, and moving on, so I let the imperfections stay. Once I had the structure, 30 episodes, 4 weekly themes, and daily topics, I went through dozens of recorded interviews with experts. From hours of recordings, I identified about 80 clips to support the episodes. Then I wrote scripts or outlines for each one. When all the scripts were ready, I batch recorded the narration for every episode in one go, raw and unedited.
All right, Mr. DeMille, I'm ready for my close-up.
The final step was assembling each episode, blending narration with expert clips, adding music, and drafting show notes. It's been a challenging but rewarding process, and I hope this behind-the-scenes look gives you a greater appreciation for the effort that went into creating this series. As we move into the final episode tomorrow, let me say this. If you've made it this far with me, it means you really care. That dedication means the world to me, and it's a reminder that change is possible when thoughtful, engaged people like you take the time to reflect and act. Thanks for listening to Outrage Science Bites. If you enjoyed today's episode, you may want to check out the long-form Outrage Overload podcast. Visit outrageoverload.net for past episodes, links, and contact information.